And we're seeing just all across the board, different sectors, different unions looking for higher wages, better benefits. We've also seen wages increase when we look at recent jobs report. What does this all mean for the economy and for American companies?
Well, we've seen this sort of unusual spike in labor actions, and I think you can really trace it back to kind of an unusual set of macroeconomic circumstances. One, we have really low unemployment, so that's a tight labor market, a lot more worker power. But at the same time, we've had, declining real wages because of high inflation. That's turned around of late. Great news. Hope it continues. But the notion of greater worker power and workers who have been very unhappy because their real wages have been going down, it's no surprise we've been seeing some labor action and lots of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to focus on a couple of these different instances of labor unrest. Let's start with UPS. That's kind of in my wheelhouse. The Teamsters looking for a better contract has turned a bit contentious. UPS has pushed back, saying that they have, some of the highest wages and benefit packages for workers, honestly, in logistics space right now. Where do you see that going, and what does that tell us about the labor movement here in the U.S.? And if we do see a strike from a company like a UPS, has such a big impact on GDP, what does that do to the economy overall, and maybe even some of these other labor issues?
Well, we're sort of at the point where, as I read things, at least the sentiment about the odds of a recession, which we've all been talking about the past couple of years, seem to be improving. Like, you don't want any economic shocks, just as sentiment's improving, that maybe we're going to be able to, manage a soft landing here. I mean, I don't think something like that, by itself certainly is going to push us into a recession, though, I'll take all the good news I can get. But again, that's a really good example of a situation where people want higher wages. Again, they haven't been seeing real wage gains, and they think they can get it because, unemployment's super low. Gives them a lot of power.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's turn to Hollywood. One of the sticking issues there is just a change in business model when it comes to streaming. Also, the possible disruption of artificial intelligence. Is that going to become a bigger issue when we talk about labor and companies here in the U.S. going forward?
Listen, I think if we're in for a period of better wage growth, I think that kind of takes some of the edge off those other kinds of labor problems. But I think the issue of technology, and those are two good examples. One, streaming, that's a new kind of technology, and then AI, which I do not believe is going away. That is going to create these issues, I think, throughout the economy, and especially for the kinds of workers who haven't thought a lot about automation, much less AI, ever. And that's knowledge workers. What's different now is that because of generative AI, ChatGPT, Midjourney, Dolly, is those workers, whether or not those threats are actually going to play out and there's going to be mass unemployment, they are concerned, and those concerns are not going to go away. So I think this is going to be an ongoing issue.
All right. So what about for investors? We just mentioned President Biden and Senator Bernie Sanders meeting with some different labor groups at the White House yesterday. At the same time, we heard the president of the Teamsters says he doesn't want the White House to intervene at all. So for investors, what's the biggest risk going forward when it comes to all this? How should they prepare possibly for some of these disruptions?
Listen, I think if the reason people are striking is because the economy is too good, I'll take that as an investor. My bigger concern is kind of a pushback against automation and AI across a broad range of industries. If we're right, and AI is a general purpose technology that's going to affect a variety of sectors, you're going to see a variety of highly educated workers who know how to work the system pushing back against AI. Listen, we've been in a long-term productivity slump. We need AI both to automate some jobs, create new jobs, make people more productive. This economy needs that. So at least like longer term, I'm very concerned about the kind of pushback against technology that we've seen with trade.